Hi Mike, good session yesterday. Hopefully with a bit of practice now we can maintain this angle in that right wrist and stop that right elbow sort of coming away, cause you to close the club face down, hit those shots left where your path is going. So if we look here on the left hand side, again good setup, we're hinging the wrist nice at the top of the backswing, setting the club really good. So the angle now we are creating in this right wrist, we want to try and maintain that for as long as we can. So from this position your practice drill would be to unwind the body and keep the angle in this wrist. We can see at this point now that right arm has unfortunately come away from the body and the angle in that right wrist now is pretty much gone. If we sort of take the middle part of that blur, roughly where that club's going to be, the left arm and the club now are still sort of back now to almost a straight line, whereas comparison to the top of the backswing, you've got that hinge, we want to maintain that for as long as we can. Once that unhinge happens a little bit early, the club face now is squaring or even closing, and then once your path is going to the left slightly, whereas normally you used to try and get that little baby fade back to target, you're now getting some straight pulls way left. So sticking that head cover underneath your right arm there, as we can see, just maintain this angle now as we bring the golf club down, keep that elbow into your side. We can see here now there's a little bit more of an angle in that right wrist. If we sort of take it roughly off where the blur is, there's still a little bit more of a 90 degree. Yes, still needs a bit more work to that obviously to be perfect or better, but it's a much improved position. And as we saw when you're at the shot set, there was a lot less shots going left. Yes, the swing we can see is a little bit unorthodox going through when you first tried it, but then when you put that head cover underneath it, it does feel a little bit strange, if truth be told. But if we can practice that, get that sensation, it's a good practice drill, get yourself to the top of the backswing and just bring the golf club down. So once you be here at the top, the sensation now is to bring the club to the left arm would be here and the club would be still in that same angle that you had at the top of the backswing. So you're dropping the club down on line. From there we can then release the golf club into hitting area and create the power while keeping the club face marginally open to hit your gentle fade. If the club overtakes and releases too early, the club face is shutting down, the ball's going to just go left on you. So hope that all makes sense, buddy. Any questions, obviously give me a shout and I'll see you soon.